Have you ever looked at a chart and just had that feeling, that gut instinct, that there's more to the story? Well, today, we're going to pull back the curtain and explore the world of 3D data visualization. We're going to see how a simple change in perspective can unlock patterns you never, ever knew were there.
So let me ask you a question, and it's a big one. Is your data hiding a dimension? Because so often, the most critical insights, the real game changers, they aren't visible on a flat page. They're just sitting there, waiting for you to look at things from a slightly different angle. Okay, check this out. This is exactly what I'm talking about. On the left, we've got a standard 2D scatter plot. I mean, it's a mess, right? A totally random jumble of dots. But the moment we add that third dimension, bam! That chaos just snaps into focus, revealing this perfect, elegant helix. This is the whole reason we're here. The most profound truths in your data might be hiding in plain sight, just one dimension away. So here's our game plan for today. First, we're going to talk about why 3D even matters. Then, we'll get our hands dirty, building our skills from the ground up. We'll draw lines, then construct wireframes, and finally, create those awesome surfaces. By the end of this, you'll know exactly which tool to grab for any 3D challenge. All right, let's dive in. First up, going beyond the flat page. You know, adding that z-axis isn't just a cool visual trick. It's about unlocking a whole new level of insight that 2 dimensions just can't give you.
And we're going to master this by focusing on just 3 fundamental functions. Seriously, these 3 are the essential building blocks for pretty much all 3D plotting. Once you get these down, you can visualize almost anything.
Okay, let's start with level 1, drawing lines in 3D. This is the most fundamental skill, and our tool for the job is the plot3 function. This is our ticket into thinking and seeing in 3 dimensions.
So what is plot3? Well, the easiest way to think about it is like drawing with a pen, but in 3D space. It takes a series of x, y, and z coordinates and just connects them in order. This makes it the perfect tool for plotting something like a trajectory or a path through space. And the logic is really straightforward. You just give it 3 lists of coordinates, one for x, one for y, and one for the height on the z-axis. And then, the function literally just connects the dots in sequence to draw your line. Simple as that.
The command itself is so clean and simple. Plot3 x, y, z. It's a direct extension of 2D plotting. By just adding that z coordinate, we swung the door wide open to visualizing data in a whole new dimension.
All right, so we can draw a line. That's a great start. But now, let's move on to building a skeleton for our data. This brings us to level 2 and our second function, mesh. Now, mesh takes us a big step further. Instead of a single line, it creates a 3D wireframe grid. Think of it like a net that you drape over your data. It connects points across a grid, giving some real structure to your 3D space. And this is a really big conceptual leap. We're moving from just plotting a single path to actually mapping an entire landscape. We're not following one little trail anymore, we're creating the topography for a whole region of data. Now, while the syntax mesh XYZ looks pretty much identical, the output is fundamentally different. Instead of one single line, we now have the underlying structure, the skeleton of a full surface. And that brings us to level 3, our final step, creating the surface. This is where our data truly comes to life in a solid, tangible form, all thanks to the surf function. I love this way of thinking about it. If mesh builds the skeleton, then surf adds the skin. It takes that exact same wireframe grid and it fills in the gaps, creating a solid, colored surface. It's like draping a colored sheet right over the wireframe we just built. What makes surf so powerful is that it creates a solid object and then uses color to represent height. This immediately draws your eyes to the peaks and valleys, making it incredibly intuitive to spot the high points and low points and really understand the magnitude of your data. The command surf x, y, z uses the exact same input as mesh, but the result is this vibrant, solid surface that is just so much more visually descriptive. So, now that we've walked through the tools, let's put it all together. You've now got 3 powerful functions in your toolkit, and the key to mastering them is knowing which one to use for the right job. And this table here is basically your ultimate cheat sheet. It breaks it all down. If you need to show a trajectory, like a satellite's orbit, plot3 is what you want.
To see the underlying grid structure of a surface, mesh is your best choice. But to visualize magnitude and really highlight those peaks and valleys with maximum visual impact, surf is definitely the way to go. This chart really sums up our journey perfectly. We progressed from a simple line with plot3D to a structured grid with mesh, and finally to a detailed, insightful surface with surf. Each step doesn't just add visual complexity, it adds a deeper layer of potential insight. So we'll end right where we began. We saw how a confusing 2D plot can hide a perfect helix. Now that you have these tools at your disposal, the question isn't if your data has hidden stories, it's what beautiful unseen patterns are you going to be the first to uncover in the third dimension.